Hello, friends. I just finished getting ready because I see Sabrina in a few hours, but thought I would sit down, explain how I ended up at Charli Xcx's rooftop party. So, I was going to Lollapalooza with my friend Samantha, and she's like a Charli stan too. And so, a few days before Lala, I DM'd Charli on Twitter because she follows me, and I was like, "Hi Charli, me and Samantha were wondering if we can meet you Sunday. We're gonna be at Lala, and if we can meet you, how so sure. By the way, we're coming from Detroit by train to Chicago to be there. We can't wait." And she's doesn't really check DMs anymore, so I was like tweeting her. I was like, "Charli, check your DMs," and she did, and she responded to me. She was like, "I'm not sure what my schedule is with press, etc., but of course I would love to see you. I'll try and work something out." And that just like made me so happy that she like was gonna try, even if we couldn't. Like, she wanted to see me. I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so we took a 7 a.m. train that day. We got in around 11:30 Chicago time, and we like get to our hotel. Our room wasn't ready, so we had to check our bags, which was like annoying. And so we checked our bags, and then our hotel was like right on the park where Lala was, so we just like walked over and we made it to Lala. We got in, everything was like perfect, we were so excited, and so we decided to just like to go to the stage where Charli was playing and just like get ready, I guess, and like be ready. And so Machine Gun Kelly was like up right before Charli, so we were like, okay, we'll just like sit through his set and it'll be fine, everything will be great. And so he comes on, he was like good, but everybody was like crazy and jumping, and I hate general admission crowds more than anything. And everybody was just like jumping, and I'm like, can everybody just relax? Like, this was literally me. I was like this while everybody was jumping, just like sipping my water. And so after his set, I've never been more relieved in my life, and because everybody like left, like everybody just like left, and we like were able to push forward. We were like second row for Charli, and this guy gave me his barricade spot because he wanted to go find his friend. I was like, thank you, like you're so nice. And like the people I was next to kept like pushing me, and I was like, I'm tired of fighting to be on this barricade. So I kind of just like left my arm on the barricade, which was like fine. And Charli came out, and I was crying so hard because I haven't seen her perform since I saw her perform with Taylor in Toronto. So it's like been a minute because that was 2015. So it was so fun seeing her, and I was just like crying, and like Halsey came out to sing Wannabe, and like that was iconic because like that song is iconic, and I was just kind of popping off to Charli. And then Cupcake came out, and she is amazing. It was so fun, and Charli finished up her set, and it was seriously so fun. Like, her set was from 3:30 to 4:30, and it was just so much fun. And so after she was done, we kind of sat side stage for a little bit and just kind of like caught our breath and was like relaxing, and we drank our water, and I DM'd her. I was like, can I see you after your set? And she hadn't answered, and blah blah blah. So we're like, okay, we need food. So like we go get food, and I got fries and a snow cone, and that snow cone was so good. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you probably saw it on my story. It was red. It literally tasted so good because it was so hot, and I was like really like thirsty, and it was so good, and the fries were amazing. And then we were kind of sitting, and we met up with Samantha's friend, and we were just telling her about how we saw Charli was having a party later, because whoever was DJing, it was like verified, and we just like happened to find the tweet. And she was like, well, why don't you guys call the hotel it's at and like see if you can find any information? We were like, that is a good idea. So Samantha calls and is like, hey, is the barbecue thing like still going on? And the girl on the other end was like, yes. And Sam was like, do we need tickets or like what? And she was like, well, are you like on the wait list? And we were like, I think so. And like we weren't. We were just like, we'll see where this goes. And she was talking about how the wait list is like 400 people, blah blah blah. And I guess she like checked for Sam's name, and it wasn't there. And she was like, but what I can do for you is put you on the guest list. We were like, what? She was like, do you have a +1? She was like, yes, which was me. And Samantha asked like if they needed my name, and they were like, nope, just bring yourself and your guest. And we were like, what? Okay. And it was like 5 o'clock at this point. We kind of just like finished up like eating, and we kind of walked around for a little bit, and it was like reaching 6 o'clock, and we realized we forgot to ask what time this party was at. So like we call back, and we asked, sorry, I was thinking, we asked like what time it's at, and she was like 5 o'clock, and we were like, that's when it started. And she was like, yeah. So we were like, an hour ago. And she was like, oh yeah, sorry, I lost track of time. So Sam and I are like freaking out. We're like, we have to get out of here. So like we try and find the nearest exit to get out of Lala. We're like freaking out. We had to stop at our hotel to get our bags because they were only holding bags until 10 o'clock. We didn't know how late we'd be. Blah blah blah. So like we get our bags and we take a lift to the hotel. We get to the hotel. I'm talking so fast. We get to the hotel and we go up to the girl. And we were like, we're here for the barbecue party. And she like asked Sam's name. Sam gave it to her. She was like, what member are you here to see? And we were like, member, what? We were like, Charli Xcx. She was like, we were like, Charlotte Atchison, which is Charli's like real name. And they were like, okay, you're good to go. I'm like, do we just go? Where do we go? And she was like, to the elevator, the 6th floor is the rooftop and the pool. And we were like, okay. So we're like in the elevator and we're like, what just happened? What is going on? So like we get up there and we ask the guy, kind of who's like standing, we're like, do we have to check in with you? He was like, nope, go right in. And we like go in, it's like a rooftop, there's like a pool, there's people eating, and there was a ball pit. It was like the one in Charli's boys music video. So we were like, oh my gosh. And there were boys balloons and we were like, ah. It's like we go and we take pictures, and we're like jumping in the ball pit. We get out of the ball pit, and I'm like, Sam, is that Charli? And because Charli was like sitting down, I was like, is that her? Like, it looks like her. Sam was like, no, that's Halsey. I'm like, no, Charli's next to her. And she was like, oh my god. So we're like freaking out, and we kind of like go off to the side, and we're like, okay, Charli and Halsey are having lunch right there. That's cool. I'm really freaking out. Sam was like, I need a shot of something. So we go up to the bar, and Sam was like, I just need a shot, blah, blah, blah. Like, what do you have? And like, Sam got a shot. And like, before that, Sam was like, do you need my ID? And I was like, no, I believe you're up here. So we were like, okay. And so that was a thing. We realized it was 21 and up, and I was like, okay, good thing they didn't ID me. And then I forgot to mention, when we were on our way to the party, I checked my Twitter DMs, and Charli had DM'd me again. And she was like, hey, Cassie, I had to come back to my hotel to do press. I'm sorry for missing you, but thank you for coming. Love forever. And I was like, I love her. And I'm like freaking out because we were at the same party. Anyway, so then we're like at this party, and we're like not knowing when to go up to Charli because we don't want to interrupt her or be rude. And at one point we were like, okay, we just need to go to the bathroom. Like, we've been chugging water all day. So we go to the bathroom, we come back, Charli's missing. I'm like, great, where did she go? And so we decided to move like to this table, and like we're sitting, and Samantha goes, Cassie. I'm like, what? I turn around and Charli's walking. I'm like, Sam, we have to do it now. We have to stand up. We have to say something. We've got to stand up. We have to. So we stand up, and we're like, Charli. And she was like, hi. And she took her sunglasses off, and she turned to Samantha, and she goes, Samantha, right? And we were just like, and she turns to me, and she goes, Cassie. And I was like, and she hugged me, and I was like, oh my gosh, hi. She was like, I'm so glad you guys are here. And she was like, did you guys enjoy like the set? And we were like, yes, it was so fun. Like, your set was amazing. And we were explaining to her how we have no idea how we got in, and we were like, we didn't even know this party was a thing. And she was like, honestly, I didn't know it was a thing either. But I have to go DJ soon. And then she was like, well, I'm so glad you guys like made it, and like, I'm so glad you guys are here. And we were like, and so I was like, Charli, I have a gift for you. Samantha's been carrying it around in her purse like all day for me because I had nowhere to put it. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's so nice. I gave it to her, and she opened it, and Sam secretly recorded it for me, bless her soul. And Charli was like, this is so cool. And like, I had pictures in it, and she like pointed to the picture of us from North Carolina, and she was like, I love this photo. And I was like, ah. And I gave her a Powerpuff Girls magnet, and then a card that said, you have and it was like a pizza, my heart, and then I wrote to Charli from Cassie on the back, and then she pulled out the letter and she was like, I'm gonna read this later, and I was like, okay, good, I don't want you to read it now, that'd be, I was so emo in it, anyway, and so she takes it, and then she was like, do you guys want to take some pictures? We're not really supposed to take pictures up here, but we can just do some selfies really quick. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and take one with Flash. She was like, okay, so like we did that one, and then I was like, can I kiss your cheek? And she was like, yeah, so I did that, and then Sam took her pictures with her, and then she was like, well, I'm gonna go DJ now, and I was like, can I put in a request, like any Taylor Swift? And she was like, honestly, like my iCloud got messed up and it downloaded all my old music, so I have to go play like old LMFAO. And she like went over and she like ended up DJing and like playing old LMFAO and like Rihanna, and it was like so funny. And then Sam and I kind of just like were like over near the bar, and I want a lemonade, so I asked the guy, I was like, can I just get a lemonade? And he was like, do you have your member ID? And like obviously we didn't have member IDs because like we weren't members of this hotel, but like that's why all the people were there, is because they were. We were like, we don't have one. He was like, well, do you have your ID? I was like, I just want a normal lemonade. And he was like, I still need your ID. I was like, well, I don't have it, which like I did have my ID, but it only says I'm 19, so I was like, you're not having that. So he was like, well, who'd you come with? We were like, Charli Xcx, blah, blah, blah. He was like, well, you need to, like, go get, like, a member ID from her. And we were like, okay. And we, like, kind of left and just, like, went away. We were, like, just, like, dancing to, like, the DJ set. And, like, some woman comes up to me and she's like, do you have your ID? I was like, no. And she was like, well, this event serves alcohol and you have to be 21. Like, I'm gonna have to walk you out if that's okay with you. And I was like, whatever, like, I'm not gonna fight it. Like, I already got to see Charli, I got to dance during her DJ set, like, whatever. Like, it's like almost 10 o'clock, like, I've had a good day, like, I'm happy, like, whatever. So she walks me down, and so Sam and I came down, and we kind of just like took a lift back to our hotel, and we were just like, damn, that party really happened. Like, we were there for like almost 4 hours, and it was like so wild, and it was just like, okay, we were just like, went back to our hotel and we were eating salads, and we were like, I can't believe this night is real. And I was like, I can't believe like Charli recognized me, and like she was so happy and glad that we were there, and like I can't even I need to fix this. I can't even tell you guys, when Charli said Cassie, she said it so excitedly. I like didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my god, I'm really gonna fall to the ground right now. Like, just the way she said it. Ah! Oh my gosh, I literally was like, she did not. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. But she was so happy to like see us, and she was happy we were there. We were like, oh my gosh. So it was a wild night, and like I still don't know how we managed to get in. That is the story, and I don't think I left anything out. I think that's basically it. But yeah, if you watched all this, yay. But yeah, I'm gonna leave for Sabrina soon, so I gotta go, but thank you for watching.
I was busy thinking about boys.